In this video, I'm going to show you one of the main principles of Asterisk, and those are the extensions. As I showed you before, all of Asterisk configuration files are lying in the etc asterisk directory. The files we are interested in now are the sip.conf and the ix.conf. An extension asterisk is a user that is able to connect and use a system to place and receive calls, use voicemail, and other features of Asterisk. In order to find Asterisk extensions, we should edit the users.conf file. As you can see, each extension starts with a name and square brackets like 205 here. Next comes some definition of what the extension is, its credentials, and some Asterisk specific options you have to set up. Let's talk about each of these options. Username. This is a username that this extension will use for registering with Asterisk. Usually you'll want to leave it the same as name, which is 205 in this case. The difference between the name and the username is that Asterisk will use the name to refer to the extension of the dial plan, but username is used to register with it. Leaving both of them the same will actually be okay and actually not mess up your dial plan. Secret. Secret is the password that extension will use to register with Asterisk. So be sure to use a good one so no one can guess it. Host parameter can either be an IP address or dynamic. If you know your extension's IP address and are sure that it will not change, then you can fill it in here. Otherwise, leave it as dynamic. Now, the difference between an IP address and dynamic is that Asterisk will be able to place calls to extension even if it's not registered. NAT. This stands for Network Address Translation, which is a technique that allows a number of computers to be connected to the internet sharing the same IP address. For Asterisk, that means that there can be more than one extension sharing the same IP, so that's pretty cool. So Asterisk should take care of that automatically. The type parameter. This is used to define what extension can do in relation to Asterisk. There are three values for this parameter. There's a user, peer, and friend. User, this means that extension will be able to place calls only. Peer means that extension will be used only for dialing out. And friend means that extension will be used for both placing and receiving calls. So usually you're probably going to set the friend as an extension type. Qualify parameter. This is used to monitor an extension's reachability, meaning that Asterisk will send some info to the extension from time to time with the hope it's going to receive something back. So it can be sure that that extension is alive. The context parameter, and this is one of the most important ones. It tells Asterisk where to place it in dial plan incoming calls from that extension. Right now it's possibly that doesn't make much sense, but we're going to return the dial plan at the next video. I should mention there are actually a lot of other options you can set for your extension, and we can check them in a sample sip.conf file that is shipped with Asterisk. Also, those sample files are very well documented, so you can use them for your own reference. Let's start off by taking a look at the ix.conf file. As you can see here, we use the same parameter as in sip.conf, but the extensions that will be defined here use the IX technology to connect to Asterisk. So let's start connect to Asterisk console and check out our extensions. If you've started Asterisk before you've made changes to your files, then you're going to have to tell Asterisk that they have changed. If you just edited just one file, for example sip.conf, then you can simply type sip reload. As you can see, Asterisk reread all the files that are SIP related. The same applies to IX. Just type ix2 reload, and Asterisk will reread all those configuration files that are related to IX. On the other hand, if you've edited a lot of files and you want to apply all the changes at once, you can simply type reload and hit enter. This will make Asterisk reread all the configuration files at once. There's another command that makes Asterisk read files, and it's called restart. This command is used when you want to restart your Asterisk system. And there are actually two ways to restart Asterisk. First one is restart now. Restart now will actually make Asterisk drop all current calls and do an immediate restart. So obviously not the best way to do it. The second one, and is actually a better one, is restart when convenient. Now this makes Asterisk wait till all the calls will be finished and then restart itself. So definitely a better way to go. Now when we reread our configuration files, let's check what Asterisk knows about our extensions. The SIP show users command will show you all SIP extensions that Asterisk handles in a similar manner. And it's actually similar to IX2 show users. And this will show you what Asterisk knows about its IX extensions. So as you can see, in addition to the list of extensions, list Asterisk present you with a wide range of information like passwords, context used, and what other information. So now that we know enough about Asterisk extensions, let's move on to the next one, which is the concept.dial plan.